Good morning, folks. Welcome back. I think today we're going to take one of the houses that we made yesterday and go inside it and do the local priestess, witch, whatever you want to call her, house. So I think we're going to use this one from the options. It seems like it has about the right size and we can go with it. And I'm just going to copy it. Actually, I think before I even do that, we're not going to save it. I'm going to realize the instances and apply it. Come on. Apply all. There we go. Copy objects, file, new, general, do not save. And paste it. And that way we don't have to deal with all of the other parts that it brings in. Although maybe we want them later, but who knows. Set it back to original. And yeah, we don't need to line it up exactly, but let's just rotate it so it's kind of close, just because it'll make our life easier, I think. And let's go ahead and save. New 2505, 29, 1. Okay. Great. And then let's do our normal thing here. Go in, tab. Oh, they're already selected. That's nice. What is that? Material, roof grid, select the whole roof grid, and P by selection. And then 3, what's this? Select the straight roof, P by selection. Now it's going to move these. M, new collection, ceiling. And just turn it off so we can see what we've got. Cool. And check our color. Looks good. I'm going to change our exposure back up to like 7. You can see real well. Nice. Now, for the purposes of letting light into this sucker, I'm going to select our shutters. P section. We're not going to delete them yet, but we'll move them to a new folder. Shutters, and we'll turn them off. We can decide if we want them on or off later, but it will let more light into our room, which is something we kind of want. Alrighty. So let's do a basic layout of our space, see what we've got. There are 2 doors in the lower right corner. So that's our entranceway, foyer kind of vibe. And I like that. Can we just select this? Let's see. Tab. Yes, we can. We're going to select our floors. Come on, back up. We'll go Japanese style. I'm going to raise these up. E.075, like 6 inches. So we got the entranceway. It's a little weird on the floor, that material there, but it's fine. If we have time, we'll tweak it. That works. Then the rest is the house and praying area. So we're going to put a second floor, I think, up here, like right there. And we're going to grab some parts to do that with. I think Water Village is probably the best one. The 2Ks are unassigned. Let's grab them from here. And yeah, I think that'll work. Let's grab this platform, bring it in. See how big it is. Pretty big. Let's scale it down to like that. Yeah. GZ up to like right about there, just under our window. Is that high enough? Maybe not. We need it smaller too. Not yet. I'm going to put some pillars in eventually, but kind of looking at it first. This thing. Oh, right. Oh, realize instances. Come on. Make instances real. There we go. Solid tab. Let's see. We could just squash it because we're not going to look outside here. So we could just do like that. It's kind of one option and just not worry about it. We might do that, at least for the short term. Put a second thing in there. And we can make it higher that way too, which would be good. I want to bring a person in so I can see our scale exactly. Kind of thinking about some old huts I saw in Iceland and Ireland where things are quite cramped for living inside these spaces. That's good. So that'll go there. Yeah. And I'll probably put the bed space above that. Cool. And I'm going to just scale it up just a bit so it comes to that pole there. But then move it over again so it lines up to there. Yeah, so we got a loft area essentially. And we could do it with a pole. Or how's the best way to grab that? Or just planks. Hey, Rob. And I'll go grab it from Grand Bazaar. It has some good poles. There we go. Right? Cool. Yeah, that'll work. Scale that up. And bring it over here and rotate it around. And GZ. So like right about that. So that's going to hold that up. Cool. Liking that. I think that'll work. Let's just take a quick look at the materials, make sure that they kind of sit together well. They do. You know, they come from different kits. They're all basically real old wood PBR things, so they work pretty well. That feels like that'll work. And we're going to put some bedding up here. Maybe we'll put like a kitchen anchors are actually kind of rare in some of these huts. Despite what people think, a lot of people in these sorts of places don't have individual kitchens or even cookware. Some don't even have a pot. They just eat in public areas otherwise. Nice. Or just start making your own parts. You're welcome. I don't know. Hopefully. Let's see. I don't want to just kit bash everything in this, but I think we will use some stuff. Let's bring this in, just from a speed perspective, if nothing else. Interior scenes are often about kit bash, at least in film. People don't usually make a lot of stuff on their own for this sort of thing. Actually, a lot of it comes from like the SketchUp warehouse and things like that. You just grab ArcViz models to do this. But I like building my own things too. But that goes nicely right there under that. That's cool. And then maybe we'll put a few pots and pans on that. Gotcha. Good to see you, Patrick. It's kind of rainy here today, although it's supposed to clear up later in the afternoon. It was really nice yesterday. It's back down to, I don't know your American numbers anymore, but like it's supposed to be 18 today versus 28. So that's a big pot. I think that's a little big for what we want. We need to shrink it though. I used to remember the Fahrenheits, but it's kind of I've gradually forgotten from living here for the last 15 years, and now I'm like, oh yeah, what is that again? I don't know. um, and I like that one. Put like a clay dish here. Exactly. And just kind of like a good plate too. Something fun. Sure. It's awful fancy, but we'll go with it. And I got a basket of fruit in that. We'll shrink that down. I don't want it to feel creepy necessarily, though it's going to have some creepy parts. But I want that to kind of be like a weirdly normal sort of section to this. It's kind of the vibe I'm looking for. And I feel like that's working well for that. Okay. So that's the living side. Then back here is going to be essentially the religious side. So we're going to need to put some stuff in for that. And then we're going to want just some weird shit too. Yeah, because they live under here. We need to put a ladder in there too eventually. I mean, I've never seen Cabin in the Woods. It's one of those movies that I keep meaning to, and I've never seen it. Kind of like, okay. I want to grab. Let's see. Gotta look and see if I can find it first. The thing we made the other week for the shrine outdoor. Where did I put it? Let's look. Sorry. Off in another window right now, looking through my file browser. Pathfinder, there we go. Shrine. Yes, okay, there is a GLB for it. Good. Thought I had it there. F4. Import. Glub. Where's the glub? Up. Shrine. Statue. So I made this the other week and we distressed it and turned it all rocky and ripped it apart. So this is the original sculpt of our goddess option that we made before we've messed it up. And that's what we want to use today. We're going to scale it down. And up. We might put her on a plinth of some kind too. I say her, but I don't know. But there. Or no, I think maybe we'll put it in the window backlit. So like there. Yeah. I kind of like it on the ground. But we're going to put some stuff around it too. We need to give it a different material. I think, come on, Shift Q, extras, sheeting, append materials. We'll add the random flow materials real quick and just try our flow metal. See what that looks like as a base to start from. Not bad. I like that it's all grody and old looking. That's kind of fun. We might change it from steel to like more of a brassy color though. Let's look. So the default color here right now we got is just like a steel. So if we went more copper, that could be fun. And a little darker. That feels neat. Our edge mask. Where are we going? Cavity? Is it cavity? Let's see, mute. No. Edge mask. Yes, edge mask is using that. And it's going to, is it masking on? Is it this one? Yes. Add. It's got a color? It doesn't have a color. It's just a number, right? Yeah. Okay, so instead of that then, gonna get that out of the way. You can see what I'm doing. Shift A, search. Well, we'll do an add, okay. But instead of it being that, we'll make it the factor. And we'll add it. And there we go. So it's a bit brighter, but it's still the yellow color. Perfect. That's better. Okay. Our dirt is good. I think I'm pretty okay with that, at least for right now, as our statue of our goddess of some kind. Let's make sure I... No. There we go. It's like it's not getting shadows. What's going on? No, layout. Perfect. Alrighty. Now, next thing we're going to do, there. Let's go Kit Bash again. And Iron Forge, I think. Let's see. Yeah, Iron Forge has some cool candles. They're going to be not lit currently. Okay. Object set origin to 3D cursor. Now, radial array. And we want 7, just because I love 7 apparently. 7 candles in a circle around it. Cool. That'll work. Save. Okay, just kind of looking for a color. And I want to change our candle wax material a little bit, because I don't think it has subsurface scattering right now. And we're just going to give it a maximum subsurface. And now it does. And that'll kind of help make it feel more waxy. We could make it skin. Let's see, random walk, skin. That's brighter. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, now they just feel more waxy-like. Nice. There's that. There are candles like dungeon in World of Warcraft. I don't know exactly what you mean by that, but there are candles like this? Maybe, yeah. Um, they're just candles glued to the ground. Um, and I'm digging it. Okay. Now, we want a few other fun things. Um, the next most important thing we need for story is a human skeleton, which in this world would be incredibly rare because there are humans dissolve when they die. So the fact that there is a human skeleton in general, it doesn't, okay, is noteworthy story event. So that's why we need it. Because the only humans are the ones we've seen are the ones that melt and respawn when they die. So no skeletons ever. And we're going to have one, which is going to be interesting to me. Okay. And we need to pose it, which we could do by hand, I suppose. Don't really have a great pose, I think, but let's look and see. Import FBX. This is just a T-pose one, so it's a different pose than the normal one. Oh, come on, back. Breathing idle, walking, action idle. Let's just do breathing idle for right now. And okay. And Rococo, retargeting, source. Oh, come on. Does he not have a pose? Where am I? Armature? Which one is that? That's that. Oh, that's not animation. Yeah. Okay. Source, armature, target, armature 13. Build bone list. Okay. Retarget the animation. Okay. Kind of worked. Mostly I wanted to do it so I could get rid of the bones that aren't being used by this rig. Come here. Come here. Pose mode. Shift hide. Play in front. Where are my poses? There we go. Shift hide. Okay. Thank you. And local. So now we could just zero out the pose again. Which is going to T everything. R. Get those back. Like that. Cool. And object mode. Come on. Bring it up. That's the wall there. Okay, so we need to move our arm back down. And pose mode. We'll just rotate it back. Yeah, that's better. And then in. And I think we'll take our hand, flatten that back down. Cool. And this hand, get it in. Okay. Make could still even move this one back too. We don't want it to seem like it's alive. So we just want it to read like a skeleton up against the wall. Great. And we're going to hang it, I think, too. Okay. Object mode. There we go. Now, I make a chain the other day. I could just use rope, though. Let's see. What have I got? If I can reuse shit, it's always better. Just as a general rule. Okay, so we got that. Kind of want it hanging, though. Maybe. Then I have to lower those feet, right? I don't know. We got lots of time to play, so. Way too much. Okay, that's good. Okay, better. You could just spear it too. That could be kind of neat. But let's see what we got. Open. High rock interior. Chain. Copy objects. Back over here. Paste. Chain. Good deal. It's kind of fun. Chains are always cool. Goes above our roof, takes it into I don't care territory, so that's great. Did we rotate it? A little more. Just so they're not lined up exactly the same. I mean, not quite that much. Let's go minus 20. There we go. All right. Does help to have numlock turned on. Those go both up there. And just to see, turn our ceiling on. And great. I could move this whole guy kind of more in the middle, couldn't we? Let's see. Not the ceiling. And you kind of lined up in the center there. Sure, I didn't move the ceiling. I didn't. Good. Okay. Save. Let's turn off our ceiling. Take a look again. Cool. We're definitely going to need some more creepy shit in here, though. We haven't got it nearly enough yet. Let's see. Skeletons. Other skeletons. Cool skeletons. Oh, I know what else I wanted to. I was thinking this. It's kind of fun. I am going to... One second. I don't think I actually pulled it down off my Google Drive. When I was at the medieval party a couple weekends ago, I scanned the pork carcass, and we're going to use that. There it is. Download. And where are we going to put it? We'll put it just in this room for right now. There we go. And extract it. I think it's OBJ. Let's see. Is it? Yeah, it's OBJ. All right. So F4, import OBJ object. Global. Take a look at it. Our table. So it's a little screwed up. We'll need to clean it up, but it's pretty cool looking. Particularly the head part. The rest we can kind of get rid of, I think. I mostly was just scanning the head. So let's do that. Shift A, mesh, cube, 7, scale, and this is just the first step. Control minus, but let's come into here and change that to intersection. Great, and exact, and hold tolerant, yes. Cool, apply all. So that gets us the starting point. And then we just need to get rid of a bit more. This object again. How do we want to do it? I just get rid of that side stuff. It's actually easier to see with a new cube because I can see mesh cube. I could have just changed the I can speak visualization, but this is just faster. Okay, GZ to there. Okay. Okay, cool. Tab 2, Control R, add an edge loop right there. E, GZ, E. That's going to be cool. Good deal. And there we go. On this side, there, sure. E, sorry, E. E, is that too much? No, that's okay. And we could even like that. Cool. That works. Minus. Exact. Weird. Hold tolerant. Yes. Cool. Apply all. Some AMD processor or another. I don't remember which one. 64 gigs of RAM and a 4090. It's still not. Okay, so that's still off. I see. Come on. No, that's fine. We'll just cut into it now. Oh, because I already applied it. Dumbass. Delete. Okay, tab, this thing. L. Delete the extra stuff. Cool. And I'm just going to delete this face and this face. And there's our pig head. Nice. And we can put it on a table underneath our thing here. I think that'll be nice. Where did my browser go? There it went. And again, we'll go a little less for a fancy table here. Just grab a market table, wood. Table wood. We want fabric on it? Nah, no fabric this time. Okay, 7. Rotate it so it's roughly correct. Bring it in there. Nice. Okay. And it's kind of small, but it's fun. I don't know. It's one of those little things you may never notice it, but I think it's kind of cool to have. And put a bucket next to it. That'll help kind of hide. It's a big bucket. Yeah, maybe not that bucket. Delete. What do I put next to it? I gotta put something there. This. See how that goes. It's a big bowl of fruit. Maybe we'll make their head bigger too. That's an easier thing to do. I think so. Yes. Let's see. Yeah. That's fun. Big, empty, fuck off boar head. Like it. Let's grab some more stuff from Ironforge. I think, right? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna put more skeleton type stuff in here too. But let's see what this bookshelf is. It too high? Will it work? Let's see. It's pretty high. But we're gonna use it. RZ. We'll put it over here. Yes. That's cool. No, it was right. Okay. Taking a look again. This wood is too bright for this one, so let's see if we can change it. Wood damaged. I'm going to go to wood planks inner. Yeah. And I think, are we okay with it? Yeah, we're all right with it the way they are. That looks fine. Cool. And this is candle wax, and this is same candle wax. I think it is. Cool. Good. So transfer it with the new one. Excellent. We like that. Now, but I was going to grab another skeleton. I got sidetracked. You can have a couple skeleton heads too, which would be fun. Let's grab this one. Scale it up. Again, not really worried if it's the right size. Just want it to look cool. And solo, tab, L, yes. Love it when that happens. Okay, P section, kill it. And we're just going to get rid of this for right now. If we want something like it back again later. And object, set origin to geometry, rotate it. Actually, we can just, I want to put it on the floor, I think, by the head. You know what I want to do too? Tab, P section, M, new collection, floor. And this, M, new collection, walls. I can get rid of those. Bye. Make my life a lot easier. Rotate and line it up there. Maybe I'll scale it down a little bit. Line it up like that. And back up so it's kind of touching to the wall almost. Cool. And we're going to give it bone. 01. Same bone as this human. Taking a look. Cool. Still floating a bit in it. There we go. Like that. Now, kind of want to use Meat Machine too. Let's grab a different skeletal head. Something neat looking. It's kind of rodent-like. Let's use it. Hey, Michael, happy Thor's Day. Scale that up there. Solo it. Tab. L. Let's grab those. Great. P section. Cool. Get rid of the body. And object, set origin to geometry. Rotate it. Scale it up a little bit, kind of over here. Hide walls. 3. GZ. Down, and I'm just going to rotate it like that. Cool. Yeah, that looks good. And materials. Another weird ass head. It's kind of small, but it's fine. Or not so small, but low poly. That's what I'm looking for. But I think particularly when the roof's on, it's going to be quite dark in here, so that'll be fine. We could. I just want to see something. I think it would be way creepier as the more I think about it if we did this over here. Onto our floor. And scale it up a bit. Yeah. That's fun. Oh, of course, there's a story connection. Um, and a reuse of assets, both, but there's a story connection. Yes. Um, this is also the unmessed up one. So we screwed up and eroded the other one. This is the uneroded one. But yes, it's a bit of both. Cool. That seems good. Okay. I like that. I'm down with that. Um, I want to grab a couple of things. Let's see. Image as plain. Textures. Magic circles. That's what I got. These are things I made a long time ago, but they're kind of, well, except for these. My girlfriend made those. Um, but I like this one. Scale it up and RY90. Now, where do I want it? I could put it here or here. It might be cooler here. There. Yeah. I like that. That looks fun. It's got the transparency. Pretty good. Let's try to move it so it lines up so it's directly over them. Or under, rather. Or relatively any. Cool. I like that. Yes. Maybe, let's see. Could double our candles too, which might be neat. And we come to here and increase our strength. And that brings them out to like there. Which I kind of like. 2 rings of candles is nice. I'm not worried about the ones outside the hut. So, again, we're just getting some bleed off stuff outside everywhere, but whatever, who cares? It's not a big deal. Alrighty. I want to bring in this one now. I think. Yes, I do. RZ. Right, there we go. Scale it up. And I want to make it part of the roof, I think. Ceiling. Let's just go look at ceiling. Okay. And 7. A little smaller. There we go. Hang it from the ceiling. Which means we're going to need some more chains too. So let's grab this chain. Shift D. Move it to ceiling. So again, we can select our hierarchy and just look at ceiling. Great. Now, and none of you are lining up perfectly, but that's fine. We'll line up to there. We can cut our array down a little bit. 5, is that long enough? 5 is good. Yeah, okay. it and the skeleton. And just look at those two now. Okay. Chain. Alt D to there, and there, and there, and there, and there. And a couple of these are going to need to, most of these are going to need to come up now. GZ. Oh, cool. Good deal. This is going to be bone. I need to UV it too. Smart UV project. I think that might help the other one too. Great, that's better. Yes. And kill our ceiling, because that just reminded me. That's why this looks kind of weird, I think. Smart UV project. Is that better? Oh, that's way better. And smart UV project. Much better. Okay. And ceiling. No, obviously it's dark, but we just want to see what this looks like now. Yes. I think we need to move it forward just a little bit. And yeah. There we go. Yeah, now it's not squishing up against the wall there. Cool. Good deal. Okay, got a few more things I want to try. Let's see. I want a streamer of some kind. You may say I'm a streamer, but I'm not the only one. Do I have something cool? Thought I might already. Those are fish. That's not what I really want. No. Just looking. Is that too much for you, Michael? I was waiting for you to get to that one. Yeah. Let's just make one. Okay. I'm just going to solo this guy so I can see him for size and do it this way. And Shift S1. Shift A, mesh. Cylinder. We only want to have vertices of like 6. Yeah, we'll go 8. I got lots of polys, whatever. Radius of 0.025. Even less, 0.01. Depth of 0.5. Cool. Good deal. Yeah, well, you know, what are you going to do, huh? Shift A, plane, S.01. Cool. SY, RY. This is very small, which is fine. Let's maybe make it, I like that. Okay. How do we want to do this? Alt-D, RZ90. No. Alt-D. Oh, that's right, I'm inside. Shift-D, RZ90. And Shift-D, RZ90. Oh, with the cylinder? Yep. That's how you change the default base one. And then if I make another one, it'll make the same way. Shift-D, RZ90. Let's rotate it down a little bit and in. Cool. So all those. I still think they may not be big enough. Scale them up slightly. And just over slightly. That'll work. Now, Shift-D, GZ. Actually, I'm going to here. There we go. Might as well line it up properly. Shift-D, GZ. Shift-D, GZ. It may not be quite enough. Shift-D. That's better, yeah. Oh, come on. I didn't move that, did I? I guess I did. You bastard. Shift-D. Okay, that'll work, I think. Okay, that's kind of the where to go. Come on. Yeah. I'm just going to look at the ceiling again. Okay, that'll work. Yes. Okay, that will work. Let's make it new. Don't I have a good paper? Do I? Material? I might just go with cloth, actually. Yeah. Rflow. Cloth. That whole thing. Maybe even leave the rope the same color. Let's see what that looks like. That's not awful. We'll start with that. Maybe we will... Ooh, I know what we'll do. New, just to call it that. Cloth. Red. Shading. More of a red tone. Okay. Yeah, nice. And I still think this is a little... Either that's a little thick or the other stuff's a little small. So let's solo this. Okay. Tab. L. No. There we go. Bring it in more. Yeah, that's better. Even a little more. Just a little too thick. That's better. Okay, all that's done. Such a pain in my ass. Okay. Jump back to a tab. 3. Shift S2. Tab. Object. Set origin to 3D cursor. So now it's going to hang like that. Because I want to hang it off of this thing. Geoscatter. Kind of overkill, but you know it'll work. Select it. This. Preset scatter. Just default, whatever. Scatter objects. Now this I'm going to turn these off. Okay. I want abiotic slope of maximum of minus 10. Let's see. Is this the best way to do it? I want to hang from the bottom. I'm just trying to remember how to do that. It's been a while. Turn off the wall so I can see what the heck I'm doing. Now, curvature. Convex. Sure. Just see what that gives us. We're going to add a lot more to it. Whee! Hangs that way. Rotation. This is the other way we do it. We're not going to align normal. We just want to hang down. Yeah. There we go. That looks like perfect. Too many, but that's the kind of thing we wanted to do. Cut it down, cut down, cut down, cut down. A bit more than that. 16. Yeah. Sure. That feels neat. I like that. Save. Turn back on our roof. All right. Turn back on our walls. Again, looks good. We might tweak that material a little bit, but I think that's fine for right now. So let's hide our ceiling and hide our geoscatter. Okay, so it's dangling its weird things on top. That's fun. Let's hide walls. Let's stay with our floor space. I'm going to add just a little bit more like gack and stuff into here. Let's do some fish on this table. I like that. And what else do we want to put in here? Weird pot. That can go there. And maybe push it back a little bit against the wall. Yeah, let's move this over just a little bit. There we go. Sure. Got a weird cuttlefish with a knife in it. I'm into that. Okay. Let's get rid of our dude. Cool. Kind of like these these bamboo wicker basket things. Let's put some of them in here. Underneath. Poor little cuttlefish. Yeah, I agree. That's cool. And then I think, just because it's fun, let's hang some stuff off the side here. Yeah, it's better. There we go. Why is it hanging out like that? That's so weird. Oh, we don't like it. So let's fix it. RY, and it kind of comes in now. Got some rope hanging there. Does this rope hang better? Looks like it might. Yeah, I think this one will. Yes, it does. I kind of want to get this sense of it being cramped in here too, which just means we need to jam a bunch of shit into the space. Which, you know, we can do. Oh, that's a good vase. I like that in there. Just making sure stuff doesn't intersect, because that's always a pet peeve of mine. Turn our walls back on, make sure they don't intersect too. Good, that looks all right. Save. I want a big pot, and I think there was one that I liked over here. Let's see. I'm blind. Looking. I thought I had it. Yeah, there it is. Giant kettle. Cooking pot. And it's supposed to be hanging, but I don't have a fire pit that I want to put it in, so we're just going to edit it. Delete that. And scale it up even bigger. So it's a big ass pot. Turn off walls. Bigger. Like a big pot. Okay. And we need to put a ladder or something to get up there. Which really wouldn't make sense to put in front of the door, but we're probably going to put it there anyway. I'm just going to cut into it. This is a huge ladder, but you know, whatever. Over to here, and kind of just build it right into that. And I think I'm just going to Boolean mesh cube. Let's see. There we go. And control minus. And apply. Cool. Check our colors again. Yeah, that wood looks fine. It goes well with this one. This pot is sticking into our floor, isn't it? Yes, it is. That's some black cauldron shit right there. I like it. Okay. Cool. Nice. Now, I think up here, I'm going to go grab a different, what do I got? Do I have one open already? Got this open already, right? I don't think I need anything from here right now. Nope. I'll open, don't save. Let's see. Hey, yeah. We're really just trying to gack this out to the point that it feels like someone lives here and it's not just some kind of a weird CG set. Because emptiness is a huge problem for CG sets. You can almost tell. You're like, oh, yeah, that looks like it's fake. Okay. We want this hey object, right? Which is what's the hey. Fair enough. Or we could put a roof, but I think let's just try. Copy the object, come over here, into collection, paste the object. Get it out there. This, I want to see what happens. We need to tab. That's the top. Yes, that is the top P section. Separate it out. Now let's see if we can just link materials. Not materials. No. Well, undo that. Yeah, select. Great. Here. Copy modifiers. This might be huge. Let's see. Just wanted to throw some hay on top of this thing. If this doesn't work, we'll do it another way. Let's see. This thing. Rotation and scale. That feels pretty good. Let's see. So far, anyway, feels pretty good. Understood. Hey, hey, hey. I can do either one because I have voices, but you know. Come on, images. Give it to me. Oh, betcha. Is it turned on? No. There we go. Now that's looking good. That is what I wanted. It's also very slow right now. I have no problem. Let's just turn it off here, and that should be better. Cool. And don't even need this one anymore. And we're back to being fast again. Great. Well, relatively anyway. Let's get some sackages. Put them up here too. We need to figure out where the walls are again. And actually, because of all of first speed, let's see, walls on. I actually am going to clip this thing now. Just we have to generate less hay because it will make our life easier if it has a smaller footprint. Control minus. Great. And this, we're going to apply Boolean, not the hay. Okay. Cool. I like that. This let's go, because it kind of looks like it's meant to line up that way. Is that up against our wall? Close enough for government work. So that would be where someone would sleep, but there's also other stuff too. It's going to be a multi-use space, which would make sense for this sort of thing. I only use Mixamo for the poses. For rigging, I use AccuRig, and then I just convert the AccuRig mesh to use the Mixamo poses. The Mixamo library is just very handy, and the AccuRig library costs money, whereas AccuRig by itself is free. So I use AccuRig and the Rococo plugin to apply the one rig to the other one, which is a little bit cumbersome, but it works well and it's free. So, you know, hey. But Mixamo is still very common everywhere. Can't say it's my favorite or anything, but, you know, that's looking all right. We could do a little bit. What else could we put on? What could we put on those walls? That's an interesting idea too. They're very bare right now. We could either do more hanging stuff. I don't really have like hanging pots or anything, do I? I feel like the walls are too bare. I agree. Same energy here. Cloth stand. What is this cloth stand? Can we just use this? Let's just see what it is. Not in that angle. No, it has a cloth stand, but no cloth. But I kind of like it, actually. Gonna have to go behind our guy if we do that, though. Can we use it? Is it worth using? It gives us some stuff, but it also makes things a little bit more complicated, too. I think we're going to use it. Let's scale it down a little bit so it's like that. And then we're going to grab... We'll have to move this guy forward then. We'll hang him out further. And then this guy, and this guy, and this guy will move forward too. But I think it kind of just, again, always good to have more things like this in the background. Cool. Okay, so we can put some stuff over here by this window too. Let's see. What have we got that we want to use? There's always tables. There's our leather rack. That's kind of fun. Can we use this? Will it fit? I mean, we can make it fit. It's a bit big, but let's shrink it down a little bit. That'll be fine. That's cool. Then we can go back up a little bit on it. Let's take it up to like right there. Cool. I think that's a good option for us. What else? Dareth we use? Go back to Iron Forge and put a candle up here on this table, I think. We'll give it a nice handle too. Candle there. And maybe another one right over here. Move it over. Cool. They're not lit, so it's fine. Doesn't really matter. I guess it wouldn't matter if they were lit, but it's going to be a fairly dark room. We're going to have to figure out how to deal with that, and we may just fake it. But I don't want it to all be lit. I kind of want it to feel not lit. So that will be our challenge in just a moment. Maybe we'll deal with that now just because we're starting to get to that time. I'm going to rotate this pot just to make our handles a little bit out of our way. Save. Okay. So, lights, doors. Not really going to worry about what's outside the door, I think. So we can, however, tab L. Does that get us the whole door? It does. That is always nice. And there are no handles or anything, which is fine. We don't need any. I don't think there are anyway. Or are they in? Oh, they're in ceiling. That's right. I remember seeing them. Yes. Somehow they ended up in ceiling. Well, let's just grab it then. Oh. They're part of the same roof grid material. Weird. Tab, Alt Z, B, P section. M, new collection, doors. Tab, Alt Z, no, B, P section. Good, it's indoors, it's there. Then P section, M, doors. P section, M, doors. Now, this and this, good. We're going to rotate to there. And it's going to be median point. Yep, no, 3 cursor there is good. RZ, door opens. And then here, door opens. And we can get rid of them or close them if we need to for other shots, but I just want to let some light in, basically. Because this is going to be very dark. And the next thing we want to do is to add some bounce lighting around everywhere. We're going to put some fog in here too. Easy fog. Ground fogs, we're going to go with, I think, distorted smoke. I'm just going to fill this little space up with that. And it's going to be bright, right? Or thick. Probably have to cut it down some. Scale. Come on. Okay. Density of like 0.2. Now let's see. It's time to start lighting. Photographer, exposure of 5 with the Area Alexa and the anamorphic. And our Panavision wide, and we're going to go to a 28mm lens just to feel big. And let's see. Not bad, actually. They're pretty good. I think that smoke is still too thick. Cut it down more. Yeah. Not bad at all. And we've got our hanging skeleton up here. Oh, turn on geoscatter. Got that hanging down. Cool. It's a little weird, but we like it. I have to show it at a different angle too. Cool. I want to make this plane here, our magic circle. I want to just edit it. Shading. And alpha. Great. Search math and divide by 2. Let's see. 1. Is that changing it? Where'd it go? Mute it. It's not even there anymore. The heck? Layout. Where are you? You were showing up. I saw you. There you are. Divide by 2. 5? No? Am I not? Let's see. Shading. Oh, unmute it. Five might be a bit much. 2. 3. I just want it to be paler. That's better. 3 looks pretty good. So it's there, but it's not like bright. Our pig is very bright right now. Let me go look at the shading on it. Check out the shading on that pig. This is normal. Should have one. Yeah, it does. So where are the other ones? Fine. FD. Great. Open. There's its roughness. And this is going to be non-color. Normal. Come on. Not alpha, normal. That's better. It's definitely better. I don't like those sharp points though. Gotta fix that. Okay. Looks like the floor is maybe got some displacement on it. I'm not seeing it there. No, it's all right. I don't know why we're seeing it before. That looks okay. I'm not digging this skull. Let's just replace it with 2 of these. Feels better. Yeah, that feels better. I might shrink them both a little bit too. Just a bit. Yeah, that's better. We gotta bring them down. Cool. Yeah, that feels cool. How's our sea beast? Seems like it's doing all right. Yeah, that's fine. I want those to hang more, just a little bit. So is it in here? Where was it? It's going to be a. Going to get moved. I think it get moved. Geoscatter source. Is that the object? Where are we at? Import. No. Cylinder. That's the default. There it is. Just going to edit it. A. Shift D. GZ. Down more. Like there. RZ and rotate it. Oh, not individual. Down a little further to like, yeah, like there. Maybe one more. So we like that better. That. Come on. There we go. Yes, that's better. Where's the original? Just okay. Get the hell out of there. Does that go down further now? I don't know if it did or not. Geoscatter, where are you? Off, on. I guess it's longer. I can't really tell. Those look thicker. Yeah, I think it is. Cool. All right. Nice. Yeah. And back over here, our cylinder. There it is. Where's our object? There it is. Yeah, that is definitely the longer one. Gonna change the color a little bit, make it a little bit brighter, I think. More red, but a little bit brighter. Let's see where we want it. That's not bad. If she floats, she's a witch, man. I think that was the answer you're looking for, or something equivalent to it, right? Yeah, that works for me. Cool. Now let's just see what happens. We change our exposure back to like 6, make it darker. This is just pissing me off. Two ways to deal with it. We'll do both. First off, get rid of the in front. Second off, where am I at? I always lose it. Bones. off. Exactly. That's pretty good. Let's give it a sky, and we'll change our lighting a bit. Import. I don't remember which one I used last time. I think it was 68. And 1194 is what I have. This is what's calling to me. So let's see. I think it was that. Definitely makes it darker here. Go back to 5. That brings it somewhat lighter. And I think I'm going to put a sun. I'm going to hide geoscatter just right now. In lights, Shift A, light, sun. Now let's rotate it that way. And slightly this way. Yeah. And maybe increase its power to like 2. Maybe 5. 5 will make it a very bright sun, particularly in this light. That's cool. And if we take our fog and bring that back up a bit, intensity of 0.5, that is entirely too much, but 0.2. 0.2 I think works, and that gives us some nice catching on the light there. And the human skeleton is definitely there, but it's not like, oh my God, right in the front. But it's still very obvious within the first 3 seconds, which is the point we wanted. Oh, I think I just undid it. Yeah, density 2. There we go. I think that's working for me. Let's see, is there anything else we want to add real quick before we call it? The only other thing we could do would be perhaps add some like straw to the floor, but I think I want to be able to see the floor because of all this stuff, so I think that's all right. And yeah. Just thinking, see if there's any last minute parts I want to add from other things. I'll put this here. You can't really have too many of these. This is like yeah, I like that, having that there. And we're not going to put any I know where you're going with this. We could do this, even be subtler. It's an apple. And we're going with, you know, Snow White kind of vibes. This here. Yeah, sure. And then maybe one more of those like up here. Let's see how we feel about that. Pretty dark, but the apple is entirely too bright there. We can't have it there. I'm not saying we can't have an apple, but that apple just got weird UVs. because it should not be that bright in that shadow. Shading. Non-color. I don't know. We're just going to get rid of it. I don't feel like dealing with it. It should not be that bright. But just because I love you guys so much, just a better apple. Where'd it go? Why is it up there? We don't know. Clearly. I think there is one in the fruit bowl already, but now there's one there too. Guys there. And let's just turn back on geoscatter. Cool. That window here is just kind of bugging me for being so bright and open. And it's a stupid thing, but I think we can fix it pretty fast. So let's see if we can. Tab, L, L, yes. Shift D, RZ90. Let's bring it over here. Yes. Dumb, but I like it much better. And might even do a little more with that. Let's see. These are huge probably, but let's see. We could have vines hanging down that wall. It's a very witchy thing. In front of that window. Yeah, I like that better. Just to sort of block our window a little bit more. Maybe take it down a little more. We do lose some of the thing around her though, which is a pain. And how do we feel with that? That's okay. That'll be another shot anyway. Cool. Alrighty. I think we're pretty good, folks. This is what we got today. So we took the hut from yesterday and we populated it. We gave it the second level loft. We added all this crap inside. Brought in the skeleton, posed it, hung it from the chains. I'll move this up just a titch. There we go. On the clavicle. We got our statue to the elder god. Nice. And again, this is an indoor only set. We don't have anything out here, but that's fine. Save. And I think we are good. Let's come to our top here and just turn back on. There we have our straw. Excellent. All righty. I am not sure if I will be here tomorrow or not. I have an extras gig on a commercial downtown, and I'm not sure when it starts. But I'll post a message up if I am not going to be doing a stream tomorrow. Probably not. They normally start early, but sometimes they're later. So we'll see. So if I don't have one tomorrow, I'll be back again on Monday. If I do, I'll see you tomorrow. But anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day, and we will see you later. Take care. Bye.